Hi, good morning dear ones. Welcome back in our maths class. Okay, what we have learned in the last class? Some special types of angles. What are they? Linear pair and a vertically opposite angle. What do you mean by linear pair? Linear pair are also adjacent angles, but their angle sum is 180 degree. Then they are called linear pair. Then the next one is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles, the definition is two lines crossed each other, they make four angles, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, now we are going to discuss some problems in your textbook, exercise 5.1. Okay, the first one. Then look at this figure. One angle is given 55 and two lines cross each other. Then the remaining angles, three remaining angles, find out the angles. It means find the value of x, y, z. We can do in these questions on the basis of our principle. What are they? Linear pair and vertical opposite angles. Okay, now look at this picture. 55 degree is given and two lines crossed each other. Then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Then 55 is given. Which angle is vertically opposite to 55? X, then x is equal to 55. Both vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, then the remaining angles y and z. Vertically opposite angle. Then how can find these angles? It's very simple. Look at this picture. One angle is given and consider these two angles x and y. It is a line. Then it's a ray starting from this line. Then they make two angles. Then x and y are adjacent angles, and also x and y are linear pair because it's a line. Then they make two angles. Then the angle sum is 180 degree. Clear? Then we can easily find the answer y because x and y are linear pair. Then we can easily find x plus y is equal to 180 degree. We already learned about it. And the angle x is given. Then angle x is given 55. Then 55 plus y is equal to 180 degree. It's a simple equation. From left to right, plus 55 become minus 55. Then y is equal to 180 minus 55. We get the answer 125 degree. Then we get y is equal to 125 and y and z are vertically opposite angles, and z is equal to 125 because vertically opposite angles are equal. Once more again. The angle 55 is given and angle 55 and angle x are vertically opposite angles. Then we get x is equal to 55. Then x plus y, the angle sum, these two angles are adjacent angles and also it's a linear pair. Then the angle sum is 180. Then x plus y is equal to 180. Then the angle is given x is equal to 55. We put the value into this equation. We can simply find y is equal to 125. Then y is equal to 125. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Then y is equal to z. Z is equal to 125. We can easily find the answers. Okay, then the next figure, it is similar to the previous one. Then some angles are given and find the angles x, y, z. Then how can I find these angles? Consider in this picture, two lines intersect and it has a one ray. Clear? Two lines and one ray. You already learned two lines intersect at a point, then they make four angles and vertically opposite angles are equal. Look at this picture. Two lines, in these two lines intersect at a point, then one angle is given 40, then 40 and z are vertically opposite angles. Clear? This angle 40 and angle z are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Then we can easily find z is equal to 40 degree. Once more, consider these two lines. Then the vertically opposite angles 40 and z are equal. Then the value of z become 40 degree. Then how can find the value of x and y? If you have any idea, consider this line, and under this line two angles are given. First one is z and second one is y. A ray make two angles, then both angles z and y, both angles are adjacent angles and also linear pair. Okay, and once more again, consider this line. Under these lines, two angles are made by a ray. Then these two angles are adjacent angles, and the angle sum is 180 degree. Linear pair angle sum is 180 degree. Then y plus z is equal to 180. We already find out the value of z is equal to 40. Put the value into this equation. Y plus the value of z is 40 is equal to 180 degree. Then it is a simple equation. Plus 40 become minus 40 from left to right. Then we get y is equal to 180 plus 40 become minus 40. We can simply find the answer 140. 180 minus 40, 140 degree. Then we get y is equal to 140. Then how can find the value of x? If you have choose any two method, first one is angle y and x plus 25 are vertically opposite angles, and also the next method is the sum of these three angles become 180 degree because it's a line. The sum of these three angles become 180 degree. We can choose any two method. Then I suggest the second method. It is very simple. Then the second method is the sum of these three angles become 180 degree because it is a line. Then 40 plus next one is x plus, and the last one 25 is equal to 180. The sum of these three angles become 180 degree. Then 40 plus x plus 25 is equal to 180. Then 40 plus 25 we get 65 plus x is equal to 180. Then it's a simple equation from left to right. 65 become minus 65. Then we get x is equal to 180 minus 65. We get the answer 115 degree. Then we get x equal to 115. Once more, first one 40 and z are vertically opposite angles, then they are equal, then we get z is equal to 40 degree. Then sum of y plus z is equal to 180. It's a linear pair and also it's a line. Then sum become 180 degree. Then z plus y is equal to 180. The value of z we already find out the answer. Z is equal to 40. Put the value into this equation. Y is equal to plus 40 become minus 40. We get the answer 140 degree. And the next one, the sum of these three angles 40 plus x plus 25 is 180 because it's a line. Then sum of these three angles become 180. Then we can easily find 40 plus 25, 65, 65 plus x equal to 180. Then plus 65 become minus 65 from left to right. We already learned the chapter simple equation. Then 180 minus 65 we get 115. We can easily find the answers of these angles. Clear? Okay, now let's move the next subtopic, transversal. Okay dear ones, then the next very important point in this chapter is transversal. Okay, transversal means consider any two lines, then they passing a line with a distinct point, then these lines is called transversal. Transversal is, it is a line passing through distinct point in two or more lines, they are called transversal. Okay, now the next example, these three lines passing through a line with a distinct point. It means these 3 points, they are distinct, entirely different points. Then in this line is called transversal. Transversal is very simple concept. Transversal means a line passing through any two or more lines with a distinct point, then they are called transversal. Okay, now in this chapter we are going to discuss about parallel lines and their transversal. Okay, now the next one transversal of parallel lines. Okay, what do you mean by parallel lines? Parallel lines means if you extend these two lines, these are two lines, name of these lines L and M. Then two parallel lines, the definition of two parallel lines means if you extend these two lines outside this figure, then they do not meet at any point. Parallel lines means if you extend these two lines outside these lines, then they do not meet at any point, then these two lines are called parallel lines. Okay, now one more example parallel lines. Consider these two lines L and M. These two lines, it's parallel or not? It's not parallel, because if you extend these two lines outside these lines, they meet at a point, then these two lines are not parallel. Okay, then what do you mean by parallel? They do not meet at any point, then these two lines are called parallel lines. Then in the case of transversal, cut by a transversal at a distinct point, transversal cut by at a distinct point, then how many angles are made by this transversal? First one, consider in this position 4 angles are made. Clear? Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. And also in this position 4 angles are made. Angle 4, then angle 5, angle 6, angle 7 and angle 8. It's very important topic. Then 8 angles are made. Okay, now look at this first figure. These two lines meet at a point, then they make 4 angles in the first position. 4 angles, then vertically opposite angles are equal, then angle 4 and angle 2 are equal, and also 1 and angle 3 are equal. In similar, angle 5 and angle 7 are equal, angle 8 and angle 6 are equal, because vertically opposite angles are equal. Look at this figure. Angle 1 and angle 2 outside of this line, and also angle 8 and angle 7 outside of this, it means under the line and above the lines. Then these 4 angles, angle 1, angle 2, angle 8, angle 7 are called exterior angles. One more, the outside of this line, above the line, angle 1 and angle 2, and also below the line, outside, angle 8 and angle 7 are called exterior angles. And also the interior angles, angle 4 and angle 3, inner. Then and also angle 5 and angle 6 are called interior angles. Once more, angle 1, angle 2, angle 8, angle 7 are exterior angles, and angle 4, angle 3, angle 5, angle 6 are called interior angle. Angle 1, the position of angle 1, in the first section, position of angle 1, above and left side, and also angle 5 position above and left side. Then these position, it means angle 1 and angle 5 are called corresponding angles. Look at this figure. The first line make angle 1 at the above and left side, and also angle 5 make at the above and left side. Then these two angles, the position is exactly same, then these two angles are called corresponding angles. Then the remaining corresponding angles, angle 2 and angle 6, because angle 2 is above the line and right side, and also angle 6 above the line and right side. Then angle 2 and angle 6 are called corresponding angles. Then and also the below the line and left side angle 4 and angle 8 are called angle 4 and angle 8 are called corresponding angles, and the last pair angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. Corresponding angle is very simple concept. The position exactly same. It means angle 1 and angle 5, the position is exactly same.